Hi, I am Jody Salas, and thank you so much for joining my group and for coming to listen to my story. Now, I'm going to be honest, I actually don't have this memorized, so I am going to have to follow a script, but I promise I will try to make it flow as naturally as possible. And please don't mind my background. I am in the middle of redesigning it, and I have boys who come in here and like to draw on my board. So please just bear with me as I work through my meager beginnings. So here goes. I am Jody Salas. Most people know me as an award-winning graphic designer and brand strategist. I help Christ-guided women entrepreneurs get clear on their kingdom purpose and connect with the people who need them by helping them to get confidently equipped with their brand. What you may not know about me is that I floundered for years in my own brand identity confusion. I mean, I had a logo and all, but no brand to back it up. All of my marketing efforts went nowhere because I had no idea where I should be speaking from and whom I should be speaking to. Even as a worship ministry leader, I lacked faith when it came to my own business mindset. So I couldn't get clear on my positioning in the marketplace, and I couldn't discern the path that God was setting before me, nor was I really including Him in any of my business decisions. And because of all of that, I felt it nearly impossible to find and connect with the people that I could and wanted to serve. I was timid in my approach to people and landed a lot of projects that were just not aligned with my values, and that only caused me to feel disheartened in my work with a very weak sense of purpose. My business wasn't focused or unique. I tried to look like and do what all the other branding pros out there were doing, but that only made me invisible in the marketplace. To my embarrassment, I wasn't prospering financially. So my family wasn't prospering, and I couldn't reinvest in my business. I couldn't be as generous with my money as I wanted to be. I often gave into feelings of defeat and complacency, even as a single mother of 3 who desperately needed a change. And eventually, I met and fell in love with someone who ultimately ended our relationship because I wasn't making enough money. I was crushed. I mean, I always knew that my lack of brand clarity would cost me a sense of purpose and any real hope for financial wealth, but relationships? Yeah, it could actually cost me those too. Yet God, in all His loving mercy, used that heartbreak as my awakening, that I had to make a change for me and my sons, for the people who need me, and for God's higher call on my life. So for the first time since starting my business, I finally invested in a coaching program. I also spent all my free time studying the deeper principles of internal branding from the top teachers in the industry. I was able to combine all of that with my 15 years of hands-on, award-winning graphic design experience to create a solid, focused brand that attracts the people who need my services, share my values, and crave the deeper help that I can provide them. Now I bring confidence to the marketplace and can faithfully serve people in the authority of my talents and the authenticity of how I am called to serve them. I have a wonderful relationship with God, and I'm grateful as I invite Him daily to be the CEO of my business. What I've learned through all this is how important it is to know who and how your brand should be, whom it should serve and why, and how to present it to cultivate meaningful connections. I believe that it's God's pleasure to call us according to our unique talents, but if we don't know how to position ourselves in the marketplace, then I'm convinced we might always have a hard time answering His call. So the reason I do my work today is that I see many faith-guided female entrepreneurs having similar struggles that come from a lack of brand clarity. So with my experience and expertise, I help guide them through their own branding journey so they too can get clear and equipped to better connect with the people who need them. Then they can find fulfillment by serving their greater purpose and live life abundantly on God's terms. So I'm curious, are you serving in the capacity of your greater purpose? Do you believe that the people who need you feel confident that you're the person they can know, like, and trust? Do you know where you should be speaking from when you try to market to them? If you've said no to any of these questions, I invite you to schedule a free discovery call with me and we'll see if we can diagnose your branding issue. So go ahead and click the link provided, and I'll look forward to hearing your story. Thanks so much for hearing mine.